Hi, here we are focusing on DILR. Understand, DILR isn't a solving test, it's a selection test. You have to select that test. Students who skip the most, okay, normally score the highest in CAT DILR. If you know so, people who normally skip very high number of questions score. I mean, I normally also solve most of the questions in DILR in the exam. As in last year, I scored 21st scored 66 on 66, all the marks. So when I'm solving, I skip the sets. I don't solve the first set that comes in. But that makes a lot of difference because when you solve the easy sets first and you have a couple of sets in your bag or one set in your bag, confidence goes up and you're able to solve better. So let's look at how to go about cracking the DLR section and what is important in that. Okay, so normally DLR in the exam gives you around 4 to 5 sets and 50 minutes. Okay, it's not possible for most students to solve all these sets. So most of the time, people cannot solve all these sets. Okay, students, what they do, they normally attempt as and when they appear. The first set they come in, they try to solve. And that's the biggest mistake people do. So they look at one glance, and then once they start solving, after 10, 12 minutes, they realize that they're stuck and they're not able to solve. This happened once when I went for the DLR exam. I was overconfident. I said I solved all the set. I started with the first set, and I realized that after 10, 12 minutes, I was not able to get the set, and I wasted that much time. So it's very important not to go about jumping for the first set. Pick up a set which you feel is easy and then solve. You also confuse easy to read with easy to solve. It's not necessary that if a set is easy to read, it is easy to solve. There could be some constraints which are there, which could be confusing, and you may not. So you will try to solve a set. You will realize that you've finished 25 minutes in 2 sets, and you will not be able to solve the question. Okay. What is the result? You will not be able to solve a single set completely, and may end up with 0 or negative marks. So how about the solution? I mean, understand you have to shift the mindset. You have to shift the mindset from set solving to set selection. What a lot of people do, they try to read sets in printed order. The first set first, try to solve, then the second try to solve. It's a wrong way of going about. Before even understanding the difficulty, they try to solve the set. You don't categorize them as easy, medium, tough. Wrong to do that. Understand the difficulty, that's very important. And if they start solving, they keep on going, assuming that, oh, I've already wasted some time, let me try to get the answer. With some cost. Understand you already wasted time in the set stuff, learn to leave a set. That's very important. Okay. And the score will completely depend on the luck of order. If the easy sets are first, you will do well. If not, then you will lose out. Actual way of doing it, you have to scan all the sets, go through all the sets first, and then rank them first. And then when you start solving, if you find a set, leave it immediately. That's how you do. So here the score will depend on your judgment, and you can train yourself in that judgment. So normal way of solving, if you look at this one, read all the sets first, no solving. Rank them around half a minute to rank easy, medium, tough. Rather when you read, you automatically scan them as easy, medium, tough. When rank them, which you will try first, which you will try second, etc. It will take half a minute. And then around 30-35 minutes, try to solve the set. Try to solve the easy sets first and then the medium level one. If you find the set tough, leave it. Okay. Understand 3 red flags. You can't place the first, if you can't find a data point in the first 90, you've gone to the set, you're trying to solve it. In 90 seconds, if you don't get the first data point, learn to leave. You need to have these parameters when you're going to leave a set or what makes the set difficult. Or if you see there are too many variables, constraints, I mean, there are 5 to 6 variables and you're not able to, there's no proper starting point, leave the set. Or you use your 2 minutes and you still don't have the grade, or how are you going to put the data down? Leave a set. So you need to have these red flags in place to know when to leave a set. Extremely important. That makes a lot of difference in how are you going to crack the exam. So what a lot of people do, they try attempting all the sets, don't get any, they end up solving none or maybe maximum one set, and the net score is low. Don't do that. You need to go to all the sets, but only try to solve 2 or 3 sets. Okay. From that, if you get one set correct, you will end up, clearing the cutoffs. If it's easy, then maybe you can go 2 or 3 sets correct. And your net score will be high because accuracy will be low, because will be high because you're spending more time on each set to get the answers. That's what is the key in terms of. So selection is a skill, we will train it. Okay, we have a DILR 1000 course. If you're interested, you can contact us. And if you're writing the CAT or any management entrance exam, do subscribe to our channel. We'll come up with a lot of videos that will help you.